This episode of the Gold Blooded Podcast is brought to you by MyBookie.ag. That's MyBookie.ag. MyBookie.ag. Join now and MyBookie will double your first deposit with promo code GOLDBLOODED. One word. GOLDBLOODED.
Third and 3. We'll see a pickup sometime on the right side, possibly. Montana looking, throwing in the end zone. It's a madhouse at Candlestick.
Think we're done? We're just getting started.
Young almost falls down, throws to the end zone. Owens! Owens! Owens!
It will change, and I'm not trying to tell you something. It's going to change. It's not like that. Okay, but I want you to understand where I'm coming from. It will change. And it will change because they wanted to change, not because of me. It will change because they want to be champions.
Smith in a gun with Gore on his left hip. Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking, got it, post, and it's good! Touchdown, 49! Vernon Davis with the play of his life. It all comes to this fourth down. 4th and 4 at the San Francisco 10. Ryan in a shotgun. Rodgers to his left. 3 receivers right. Ryan takes the snap. Looking, pressure, throws middle. Broken up, fighting. Navarro Bowman. And the 49ers silence the house.
Hopefully he fucking dies. What's up, Gold Blooded Podcast fans? I'm Joey. And Rob and Chris and Steve are here and all the...
Did you just introduce yourself?
That's right.
In case they didn't know? In case there's like new people checking us out and they didn't know?
Oh, that definitely sounded phenomenal. I'm Joey!
Yeah.
Boy, what a cocktail, huh? Baby goes away and fucking the Rattler's in full effect.
Oh my God. If you could have been behind me on the way up.
Holy
Oh man,
shit.
I was all over the road. I used both lanes. Hey,
It's like the old days when you were
So you're
mixing-
just like everybody else on the merit?
This is like the old days when you were mixing drinks and driving, but now you're mixing prescriptions.
maybe. There's all sorts of things going on. There's herbal concoctions in there. It's a good time. It's a good time. You know, we're in a celebratory mood. You know, the Niners are kicking fucking ass. You know, I want to give a shout out. I've been meaning to give this shout out to Dr. Donald J. Miller in Fairfield, Connecticut. He's been getting in my teeth straightened out there. He's a fucking boss hog when it comes to the dental work. If he told me it would help me, I'd suck his dick. That's how good he is. I'd let him put his dick in my mouth and attach the fucking dental tools, the teeth that way.
That's weird and awkward and uncalled for, and nobody ever brought that up except you.
No.
It's fine.
You keep finding reasons that you would suck a dick for, but nobody is like, hey, suck a dick for this.
I know.
I'm noticing a trend.
I'll just suck dick for life. All right.
And
Just
no
to
offense.
stay alive?
No offense, but like just live. Like
Yeah, no.
Just live your life,
I
Joe.
don't know. I do. a pretty
maybe
good job.
maybe a transgender would be good for you.
I've considered it.
You know, the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I've considered it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe that's, or maybe, a gay man like yourself, that's a way to walk before you run.
Well, I've asked Baby to strap it on, but she's not that aggressive. So, we got to just work with the cards that are dealt to you. So,
I feel like if Baby did strap one on, you'd have to like really coax her through it. Like she wouldn't take charge.
she's not the type to.
like she'd be like, oh, yeah, I don't know.
But you know what's fucked
And that would
up?
be like, that wouldn't work.
You know what's fucked up? If she was with another guy, I could see her taking charge. But with me in particular, I can't see her wearing the pants, Yeah. All right. So we're going to get into the defense.
Or the testicles, I guess, in this
Yeah.
case.
Or the hard cock
Yeah.
in this case.
I can't really see her wearing the hard fake cock.
Yeah, no. All right. So we're doing things a little differently because it's the bye week special. Not really. That's next week, but it's the pre-bye week special. So as we don't have the Niner predictions to make and all that bullshit. We're going to finish up the defense from last game episode. So, Steve?
We promised defense, and we are going to give defense.
That's right.
Off the top, we allowed 239 total yards, 160 passing, 79 rushing.
Oh, my God.
We only allowed 3 for 12 on third down, 0 for 1 in the red zone allowed. We had 2 sacks, 5 quarterback hits, and 5 tackle for loss. And we forced 2 turnovers. And let me ask you, now the 49ers on Sunday had 26 first downs. Do you care to guess how many first downs Pittsburgh had?
9?
11.
I knew it was something like that.
11
Yeah.
first downs
Yeah.
the whole game.
Yeah, the Niners dominated in every facet of this game other than the turnovers.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't think like when they rank defenses, it's tough because they rank it on yards
And points
and
allowed.
stuff like that, and like
Yeah, there's different ways to do it.
and there's no way to gauge the fact that we put this defense.
I gauge what I see.
There's no way to like look at stats. Like when somebody looks at the stats from this past week, they don't see that the defense took over inside the red zone so many fucking times.
Right.
Like that doesn't show on a stat sheet. It just shows 20 points. Like all those turnovers, and they got what, 6 points off of turnovers?
Yep.
Like that doesn't show in the stats. But like, and so to say like the best defense in the league or the second best defense in the whatever, this defense is fucking top 5 hands down. And they're not
100%.
they're not even healthy yet.
Yep.
And we've got a rookie pass rusher. Like this is only going to get better.
This defense is ridiculous.
1,000,000%.
And they are staying under the radar because of multiple things. Last week, or the week before last week, they gave up a lame late touchdown to John Ross in Cincinnati. And this week, they get like you said, you are not going to see what this defense did by looking at a stat sheet. The only way you're going to know what this defense did this week is if you actually watch the game.
For sure.
And all these analysts that pump out these power rankings, they don't watch every single game. They don't watch every single play. They only look at statistics and base their opinions based off of that and what everybody else is talking about. So this team is completely staying under the radar, and it is the best thing for this team.
Agreed.
And there's so many, like, when you think of playing the tough defenses in the league, like you're thinking, oh, the Rams are coming to town. Here comes Aaron Donald. And you're thinking, oh, the Bears are coming to town. Here comes Khalil Mack. When you think the 49ers are coming to town, choose one. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, pick one.
And none of them,
all of them can do it.
to us, they're all household names, but to the rest of
No,
the
it's the best. They
like,
know Buckner.
They kind of know Buckner.
And they know Bosa just because of the draft.
And
Yes.
they know
But they don't
D4
know
'cause
them.
He was with Kansas City, to be completely
But
honest with you.
But they
yeah.
don't know any of them the way they know Khalil Mack or Aaron Donald.
Yes.
Agreed.
Oh, man, choose your poison.
So every single week this year, this defense has come out so fucking hot right out of the jump. And even players that we completely written off last year, like Ahkello Witherspoon, coming in hot for a physical tackle for a loss early. And the defense holds them to a field goal after being handed a short field.
Hot boys.
Hot boys. That name applies based on what I've seen.
Did you see the pregame amp up?
No.
Hot boys on 3?
No.
Hot boys on 3.
I meant to bring this up a while ago, but do you know how Quan Alexander refuses to use the word good, and instead of saying good, he uses the word legendary?
What?
Did you know that?
No.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
So, like, if you hear him in a press conference, he'll say legendary, like, how you feeling, Quan? Legendary. Everything's legendary.
I've heard him say that, but I didn't know it had anything to
It's
do with
because
good.
he refuses to use the word good in his vocabulary for some reason. So when they asked, this is going back a few weeks, I think, into training camp, they asked DeForest Buckner, oh, like, you got all these new faces on the team, all these new additions, like, oh, how's Quan doing? And DeForest Buckner goes, oh, well, he's legendary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you-
Whack job.
Joe, do you know what Fred Warner looks like?
Yeah.
Like currently? Like right now?
He's got like hair. So.
Yeah, how is he not your guy?
I like him alive. Love Fred Warner.
Yeah, but how is, like...
I like him a lot, and I know
That when I saw that hair and the
Oh, yeah.
shirt in his post game, I was like,
Yeah.
"How is this not
I know,
Joe's guy?"
like-
It's 100% Joe's
No,
guy.
How is this not-
Oh, totally. I watch him. Like I know a little bit more about him. Like I follow him a little bit closer.
Steady strokes.
like Quan is Quan. You could see like a person that doesn't know Joe as well as I do would think Quan would be Joe's guy,
Yeah, agreed.
but there's another layer there that Freddie has that Quan doesn't.
Agreed.
It's just a little different.
No, I love Freddie.
And-
I love him. I've loved Freddie since last
Oh,
year.
you did say you were going to get a jersey when you thought his number was awesome. at
He has
48.
always loved Freddie. Since day one, he's been a Freddie guy.
Well, he was going to get the jersey when it was 48, remember? Because it was a cool number. He probably changed his number the next week.
Fuck me.
So the defense
Well,
comes
you know,
out
never fails.
and holds them to a field goal, then
Every
again is asked to come back onto the field on a short field, and they hold them to another field goal, just swarming. Like, you can't get away from them. With 1:12 left in the half, on a 3rd and 4, Pittsburgh is in field goal range, and Salah calls up D. Ford, who only played, I believe, 16 snaps on the game. 3rd and 4, he bursts around the edge to get home to Mason Rudolph for a crucial sack that puts him outside of field goal range. So instead of having a field goal attempt, you punted.
Did we talk about his D Ford's health update?
Sort of.
Okay.
We touched on it, but yeah, he looks
Did we
gimpy.
do in the beginning of the first episode? We do a segment of injuries.
I know, but I didn't know. I missed that one. I'm sorry.
He's definitely gimpy if
I
you
should
see him
I
running.
should fart on you now for that. Thank you.
But I think that the bye week is going to do wonders for him. I think it's going to get Bosa back to 100% coming off of the high ankle sprain that he suffered at the beginning of training
So
camp.
we discussed that he needs surgery, but he's going to hold off to the offseason?
No, we did not discuss that.
Okay.
Bring it up.
D Ford will keep playing on knee, but might need off-season surgery.
You know what? I
It's
don't.
very different from he needs surgery, but is going to keep playing on it. FYI, this is very different.
I know. I'm sorry.
I mean, they both
He
were.
said it's the same thing he played through last year.
Right.
Yep.
It's going to be week to week. He's getting PRP shots and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, we did not
And they're
bring
going to
him.
reevaluate at the end of the season. Sorry.
We didn't bring him in to do walkthrough practices Monday through Saturday. We brought him in to sack the quarterback on
And
Sundays.
he played how many snaps? And he sacked
16.
the quarterback on a 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
To take them out of field goal range.
Perfect.
Take your paycheck and go home.
Yes.
See you.
Job well done.
See you Sunday.
And especially the way the rest of the line is playing, I'm cool with that.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? We'll see you in 2 weeks
Yeah.
because it's a Monday nighter. Don't fuck up and come in a day early.
The thing is, in the past, so the bye week, or like on a long week with Harbaugh, we knew we were coming back and smashing the team. Like when Harbaugh had a bye week or extra time to prepare, we were destroying whoever was in front of
opening
us.
game and after the
Always.
bye. It was
Always
guaranteed.
with Harbaugh. And Shanahan seems to have been the opposite with the bye week. Mm-hmm. Something's been different with Shanahan. Like they seem to come out of a bye week lethargic or rusty, or it's almost like he gave him too much time off. And
I'm assuming you heard his presser
he
today.
changed what they're doing, but I don't know that that's going to help. I don't know, but it just makes me a little leery.
He says that last year it was the game after our bye week was Tampa Bay, and that is the Reuben Foster hotel incident game where we got smashed by a Tampa Bay team that was probably just as bad as we were, like realistically, and they handled us. And he said that the team looked very lethargic and coming off the bye week, so he's going to end up doing some extra practices.
So what I didn't realize last year, and has been said multiple times this year, is that same game, we knew part of it, but that game when Reuben Foster had that issue, and it was with the same girl, and everyone was bummed about that, that was also the game when Marquise found out about his wife and their losing the baby situation. While they
The
were
second
there.
time.
Yeah, like he was already there and had to like leave to go home. I didn't know it happened like that.
Yeah.
And so and the Reuben thing happened overnight, so it was like the morning of the game and they're dealing with all this. So I don't know that you can put that on the bye week as much as all the other shit. So I just don't know what to expect,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think that being 3-0, there's a different vibe. You could see this team just refuses to quit. Just the resilience of this team to be able to turn the ball over 5 times and still fight to the very end for a win is different than the team that we saw the last 2 years.
And I think all the fans see it because that last drive on defense, you could the fans knew they were making a difference,
Mm-hmm.
and Armstead knew they were. That's an Eric Armstead we haven't seen.
Speaking of Eric Armstead,
that was horny.
oh man, I mean,
Oh man, there's
The
right.
whole game.
The
all year
opening-
he's been good.
yeah.
He's been the Eric Armstead we've always wanted.
I mean, the
I would have said
opening
that. Yeah.
drive after halftime, the Niners pass rush flushes Rudolph out of the pocket, and with Armstead still in pursuit, Mason throws a very ill-advised pass that gets picked off by Kwan Williams, who wasn't good in position to make the play. But that was pretty much caused by Eric Armstead just being in hot pursuit.
Hot pursuit.
Hot pursuit.
Hot boys and hot pursuit.
I've
They
seen
should wear
him.
hot pants too.
I've seen him have games in the past, going all the way back to the Tom Sula games and the Chip Kelly year, where he'll have a game, but
A flash in the pan.
I've never seen him play with his hair on fire the way he has this season.
Very consistent. I'll
Yep.
say that.
I think he's gonna end up leaving us because he's gonna get paid. This
I
is
don't
a-
know. He's a Sacramento guy.
Yeah,
He's a local boy.
so he's gonna go to the Raiders. No,
Maybe.
they're moving.
He might. But I don't know.
Seattle.
I mean, how much is he really going to get paid?
You got to look at what our cap situation is at the end of the year, and then you got to earmark
Yeah.
how much it's going to be for DeForest and George Kittle.
For sure. But also in the NFL, they're all 1 year contracts. Let's be real. So he might get a big contract with a lot of money up front and then get cut later on, or a lot of guaranteed bonus or something. I mean, we know what's his name. He's the fucking master.
Yeah,
And that Eric Armstead is the exact reason why enough with every time there's a free agent. Enough. We're not signing any big name free agents this year unless something insane happens, or a trading for anybody. We're not trading for Jalen Ramsey. We're not trading for the fucking Trent Williams. We're not enough with the fans, and we need to go get these people. It's not happening. You could, the whole franchise, the whole future of the franchise could change on one transaction like that. Because Jalen Ramsey is going to require a bunch of draft picks, and then on top of it, a bunch of money out of the salary cap. That's not how you become a franchise that wins consistently.
there's
He more or
certain
less
It's one or the other.
there are certain players that warrant that. I think Khalil Mack is a prime example. I think the Bears would make that trade 10 times over.
Because Khalil Mack will change every game.
And Khalil Mack is the consummate professional, whereas Jalen Ramsey is crying like a little
For sure.
bitch.
And he's a cornerback. Like, you need a great cornerback. We've seen that. We've seen what happens when you don't. So we are on the same page. But to give up draft picks and salary cap money, you don't
For a diva.
sustain long-term winning that way.
Yeah.
One or the other, you can. You can pay someone a lot of money and win long-term. You can also draft someone super high, but you can't do both. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see Armstead back with the team, and also I think that Armstead is teaching us a lesson that sometimes it doesn't always happen in year 2. Sometimes it doesn't always happen in year 3. Sometimes,
Wow.
Amateur. Bush League.
actually, that was an important one. There was a shooting reported less than a mile from here.
Wow.
Interesting. Eric Armstead, year 5.
Still unacceptable.
Year 5.
Now, also, when he was drafted, that was the word on him,
Yeah.
that it's going to take a while.
Yes.
Right? I don't think anybody thought 5 years, but that was like his main thing, was that it's like when Bosa, it was all he's ready to go today.
I'm not saying you got to hang on to hope for 5 years to wait
Yeah.
on a player, but just
At least it was
because-
a rookie deal all 5 years.
Yeah, there is
Yeah.
something to be said for draft capital spent on a certain talent. And how many people wanted to cut Witherspoon last year?
Yeah.
He's playing out of his fucking mind this year. It sucks that he got hurt. He arguably playing better than Sherman has. Mm-hmm. So, trust the process. Mm-hmm. You just fucking take a seat and trust the process. Midway through the third and 4, the Steelers line up in a bunch formation, and Juju springs free for a 73-yard touchdown. This never should have happened.
When is this going to end, Steve? These big plays. It's been like 3 years of this. Right? Am I right or wrong?
Well, it's hard to nitpick the
That-
defense this year because they played so fucking good.
The problem is, it's very hard for me to think that Jimmy Ward is healthy and Tarvarius Moore is the cause of these. Like, he plays great ball the most of the game, but when he's off, it's a touchdown.
Yes.
It's brutal. Like, he's supposed to be the catch-all.
he hesitated and took a horrible angle.
Brutal.
Like, that was...
Brutal. He had one earlier in the game. I wish I could remember the specifics, but he had an open field tackle in the backfield, and his angle was so brutal that, like, I've never played football. I never played Pop Warner. I never played high school football. I've never played any football, and I am in the worst shape of my entire life, and I at least would know, all right, to catch that guy there, I'm going to have to go, like, way over here because he's way faster than me. And I'm never going to catch him, but I'm going to make an angle to at least have a shot. His
cut him
angle
off.
was so bad when I was and it was in the backfield. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, if you're at the end zone, you don't have enough field to play with. That's one thing. But how do you take a bad angle in the backfield? Like, what in the fuck are you doing? And as a safety, it's all angles. That's your job.
He makes some really big mistakes, but I'm still confident that he's going to end up being a good player.
And when he doesn't make that huge mistake, you
Yeah.
never see it. He's under the radar, which is what you'd expect. You know, like if you're not saying his name, he's doing good. But it's that one big one. It's like, fuck, dude.
And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but over the past 3 weeks, defenses or offenses are not testing us deep. Like, when's the last time that a deep, 50-50 ball was chucked up against our defense? I don't think there's been a single one this year.
Yeah, no, I haven't
We're
seen
way
any
too
50-50
fast, that's why.
balls.
So,
Our
yeah.
defense is way too fast to be throwing balls
What
up.
that tells me is that our opponents, the quarterback and the game planner, respect our safeties enough to say we're not even going to try. We're going to try and beat you underneath.
Yeah.
So I think that says volumes about Tavarius Moore. He just got to clean up the piss poor tackling angles.
I don't know. I just hope they could get getting beat by the long ball. Because, again, sooner or
Well,
later...
it wasn't a long ball. It was a short pass that went the distance.
The big plays, the big chunks. They always give up a 50-yard play.
Yeah.
Always. For 10 years now.
After Akello's injury, the much anticipated Jason Verrett comes in.
Okay.
Former Pro Bowler, former All-Pro. And 2 plays, on both plays, our safety, not only, I will say this for Jason Verrett. He just got in the game. What do quarterbacks and offensive coordinators do when a quarterback just got put into the game?
Test them.
What you're going to say makes it worse that he got beat.
What do you mean?
Everyone watching and everyone in the stadium knew where the fucking ball was going.
Yes.
So how do you get beat?
So
Agreed.
If I told you before the fucking snap that the ball's coming to your guy, what the fuck?
If you know it's going to his guy, how do you not have safety help over the top?
Agree also, but Jesus Christ, it's worse that he got beat.
Yes.
Ugh.
I mean, he ends up committing
Ugh.
a pass interference call, which Shanahan said
That
that
one-
it's whatever
If you
because
watch
he usually has
it
safety
wasn't
help
hands,
there.
and it wasn't hands.
Yeah, it was
Their
incidental.
feet got tangled up.
But the next play,
That
I
one-
mean, he's literally just squatting in the middle of nowhere watching the quarterback as this guy just runs by him for a 39-yard touchdown.
And if that was his first play, it's one thing. But after what happened on your first play, what are you doing, man?
Maybe wake up a little.
And maybe his laissez-faire reaction to it, like after the game.
Yeah, that's what I was
LOL.
going to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he said
Kick
that...
rocks, motherfucker.
Yeah, he said that he, his being his first game back, he knows it could have went a lot better, but he's like, it's not the worst it could have been,
Oh, really?
But-
Oh.
You played 2 plays.
It literally couldn't
You had
have been
a
worse.
fucking
Right.
40-yard pass interference and a touchdown.
No, I'm just saying.
You know what this goes back to? This goes back to when we first signed him. Do you remember how fucking long it took that prima donna to pick a fucking jersey number?
See ya.
Every week he was hung
Well,
up on a
guess
different
what?
number that he fucking wanted.
Now that Pro Bowl cornerback can sit behind Emmanuel Mosley.
Yes.
Straight up.
I love that they benched him right away.
Yeah.
They didn't even fucking put him back
100%.
out there. You're done. Done.
And Mosley it's his job, Shanahan said.
For now, yeah.
Yeah.
And they said they're going to evaluate throughout the week to see how practice goes, but it's pretty much Mosley's job.
Yeah, he said you got to go take it now.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. It's fucking. I'd like to see him get
And-
another crack on the field because I think he is talented. He's proven that he's talented, but I don't know how much of him is lost.
At what point in the game did that happen with him? Third quarter?
That was either late third quarter or early fourth.
So Mosley played all over most of the fourth.
Yeah,
And how many times did you notice him playing
never.
bad? Bingo.
Never. That's true. Another new corner. I'm sure they went at him right away, but we
Second
just
year,
didn't.
right?
Yeah, we just didn't realize it because
Absolutely.
he probably made a play or something.
And he probably thought to himself, when Verrett came in, they went right at him.
Yeah.
I'll bet they're going to go right at me.
Yeah. But Verrett, I want to see Verrett get another chance to see if,
Of
he
course.
fucking woke up.
Yeah, but hopefully in a game where we're
Yeah.
up by 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, not against Odell. Yeah.
Yeah, let's save that.
So
I would have loved to see Akello against Odell, though.
I would love to see that. 5:30 to go left in the fourth quarter, and after the offense turned the ball over for a fifth time, Eric Armstead takes matters into his own hands.
The crowd was on fire at that point, too.
Yeah. He comes storming into the backfield. He misses the tackle, but he doesn't quit. He continues pursuit, and he ends up getting a punch on the ball to knock it out.
See what Buckner said after the game?
Nope.
Because he recovered that.
Yeah,
And he said, it's like Coach always says, if you're near the ball, good things happen.
it's true.
Because if you're not there when that ball comes loose, you ain't there to recover it.
You ain't getting it, Papa. You ready for the DB of the week, Beba?
Just one more thing. So in its fucking desperation mode for Pittsburgh, we still get another sack on third down, force a fumble. They ended up recovering it, but just this defensive pass rush is ridiculous.
I don't say this often. Maybe not often enough in some people's opinion. Maybe this one time will be too often in some people's opinion. You said it last year, Steven. You said we don't have finishers, and that's what we need. And this game is an exact example of how correct that statement was. Because we have closers, and they closed, and they finished the game.
Same thing with week 1 in Tampa Bay.
100%. This one was way more obvious to me because it was a turnover, and right there, for the last 4 years, that game is over. As soon as we turned that ball over, and instead the defense went, "Oh, okay, another challenge. We're gonna go get the ball back."
Did you hear what Sherman said?
I did, I think, but I didn't. I
He
don't
said
remember.
we looked at it as Murphy's Law.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
that can go bad will go bad, and we want to punch Murphy in the face.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and Nick Bosa, real
Chris,
deal.
Can you go to the Beast of the Weeks?
Agree. And
Did you know that he is leading the
Thanks,
NFL in pressures right now? And
amazing.
Not only
And
is
if he gets it together, those are going to be sacks.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
He's
coming.
so close.
For
yeah.
sure.
He's D Ford led the NFL in pressures last year. He had 79. Do you know how many pressures that Bosa is on track for this year?
Oh God, 452.
90. So he's on pace to break D Ford's pressure
How about that?
statistic from last year.
I just have to say that still, to this day, every once in a while, I get really weirded out that Richard Sherman is a 49er, and so much a 49er. Like, he's so much a 49er.
Yeah.
Like, he's not like just some guy that came over. Like, right now, D Ford is just a guy that we hired to do his job. He's not like the face of the 40. And Richard Sherman is so much a 49er and part of the face of this defense. It's so fucking weird. Every once in a while, I just stop and think, like, where the fuck? Who saw this coming?
Yeah.
Like, after him and Crabtree, after that beef at that game, if somebody said, hey, in 4 years,
Yeah.
in 5 years, 7 years, however many years, he's going to be like the guy leading your defense and like getting them riled up before they go out on the field and be your cornerback, we would have been like, how does that, in what world does that happen?
Not gonna happen.
Like watching him give the pregame speech and then even like his post game, the one you're talking about, where he was talking about Niner Gang and the crowd and how much we love the Niner Gang and this, that. It's like so weird.
Yeah. Very weird.
Yeah.
It throws me for a loop every
I
time.
love
And
it.
even Baby said it. She's like, it's so weird seeing that guy. She's like, I used to fucking hate that guy, you know?
Forrest Buckner had 10 tackles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God.
So he's
Beast.
my defensive beast of the week, no question. I'm giving it to Buck. Fuck yeah. Steve Boy,
I'm giving it to my dude.
stick him.
My
Steve.
ride or die. I've been down with him since day one. I've been down with him since week 13 of last year. Nick Bosa. Tank for Bosa. We needed Bosa. We got Bosa. He's the real deal.
Okay, name not even on the board. Steve's takes him.
I'm going with Eric Armstead.
Okay, Bobo
Both
goes.
major changes in tempo.
Yeah.
Both times that this game looked like it's going down the toilet, he's the one that turned it around.
He finished. All right. So with that said, we're now going to go and we're going to do our picks, yeah? right?
Of course.
All right, pick time.
Well,
yeah.
recap last week.
All right, we could do a little recap. Finally, the Gold Blooded podcast has come back down to earth a little bit. With three
Well,
of
some of the podcast.
I'm getting there. With three of us losing last week. So Steve had Atlanta for his lock of the week. I had Seattle. And Curran had the Niners, who did not cover, but obviously they won the motherfucker. So we are all booted to 2-1. Rob and Chris are both at a perfect, like the Niners, 3-0. Rob taking the Rams, Chris the Vikings. So this week.
Yeah, it was a nice lock, Rob. Rams -3.
Very nice, very nice. What do we got? I'll go first.
Did you see?
What's
I
that?
did hear a little bit of Whitner this week. Did you hear him talking about the Browns?
No.
He says Freddie Kitchens is not a leader of men.
Oh, wow.
He said Greg Williams is a leader of men.
Oh,
That's why
Jesus.
that team is not the same anymore.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Dante Whitner.
But
Like, even if you actually... Okay, so I've seen Greg Williams on the Hard Knocks. I've seen, like, his coaching style.
Well-
I can see how he can get players to get up for him. But he is such a fucking scumbag.
right. But so let's go. Let's think about this big picture, right?
Okay?
So we've seen the clips of him basically paying people to try to hurt our players. Right?
Yes.
And that's filthy, disgusting, dirty, piece of shit move, right?
Yep.
But if you're in uniform on a team and you're a defensive NFL football player and you're a savage, let's say you're in Ndamukong Suh. You're a guy that's already a fucking scumbag and you're a savage, and that guy is getting you motivated, you're going to go fucking wreck shop from a defensive point of view.
Yes.
And I can't disagree with that. Nobody's going to change my mind that he's a piece of shit or a scumbag or shouldn't even be in the league. But he is a motivator and a leader of men.
Yeah, I've
I'll
never
agree with
not thought that.
I'll agree with that. But he said Freddie Kitchens is not a leader of men. Just straight up called him out.
Freddie Kitchens showed up to his presser chewing gum. It is literally the fucking
Amazing.
sloppiest,
Yeah.
dumpiest looking thing I've ever seen. It's just an awful, awful look.
Yeah,
Like,
All right.
the future of the Browns is way better than the future of the 49ers.
Lock of the week.
we'll find out.
I don't care. I don't care what happens that Monday night. There's no way that anyone's going to ever convince me that that franchise has got a better future than ours.
Lock of the week.
Do it.
I'm going to take the Jags. They are getting 3 points in Denver. I'm going with
Jacksonville +3.
yes.
In Denver.
Yes.
Ballsy.
I know.
+3.
I got burned last week. I underestimated them a little bit. The Colts over there. And I am going to try and rectify my mistake from last week by going with the Colts. They are -6.5 at home versus Oakland.
Indy -6.5.
They got a good team there. You know, no Andrew Luck. So I mean, we were expecting the Colts to do big things this year with Andrew Luck, and I don't think that Brissett has been bad by any means. They do have a pretty good team. They got a good roster.
Pretty good. 2-1.
And what's his name's not terrible.
No,
Never been
Brissett's
terrible.
not bad at all.
Oh, he's behind Brady.
He was for a little bit.
Drafted by the Patriots.
What round? Undrafted?
4th.
No, they didn't spend a 4th round pick on him.
I'm
I'm
going
gonna.
I'll
Go
find
ahead.
it.
You want me to go? I'm going to do Houston. Nope. Dallas +2.5 at the Saints.
Wow.
Is that what you're going to do,
Wow.
guy?
+2.5 at the Saints.
So you just...
In
Sorry.
what's their dome called? Silver Dome? Metrodome? What dome is they?
Superdome?
Superdome? It's a tough place to win, man.
Just so you know, he was drafted in the 3rd round, you dickhead.
Really?
Ooh.
Wow.
Somebody pull up Curran's pick. I'll give mine. I forget what it was. Seattle? -7. Yeah, what the actual line is.
And then they traded him to Indianapolis 3 years ago for wide receiver Philip Dorsett, former first-round bust from Indianapolis, who's actually doing a thing here and there for the Patriots now that Antonio Brown's gone.
Bye-bye.
I am going to take the Chiefs minus 6.5 at Detroit.
All right.
I think the Detroit would be lucky to stay within 20 in that game.
Not a bad pick.
Who are they playing?
Kansas City in Detroit.
Yeah.
So we still got our Survivor going. It is myself, Rob, and Joe are still alive. Myself and Rob took Dallas last week facing Miami, and Joe had the Niners facing Pittsburgh.
That's right, because I'm not a fucking mark.
So this week's picks.
Wait. You took the Niners because you're not a mark.
Fucking around.
Seems sensible.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna stick with that trend and take San Diego.
Yeah. You mean Los Angeles?
No, I mean San Diego.
Okay. Rob's taking San Diego. I'm taking the Los Angeles Chargers facing the Miami Dolphins. Every time this happens, I wait for Joe to yell at my furnace.
I've never yelled at it.
I know, but when my phone goes off.
It's not the furnace.
Your furnace doesn't have a conscious decision to make every week to shut itself off, Steve.
It's a simple fucking button. Boop.
He's not yelling at your phone, Steve.
No, he's yelling at me.
I'm gonna take the Rams.
Who are they playing?
Somebody shitty. The Bucks.
At home?
Somebody shitty.
The Rams are home?
I think so.
He doesn't even know.
All right.
I mean, when I looked at
I mean, did the Rams ever have a home game?
No, they don't.
I mean, maybe against Tampa because their fans aren't going to travel as well, but anybody else is not a home game.
All right,
Well,
mystery quote.
When we play there, it's going to be more red. Tell you that right now.
Mm-hmm. Mystery quote.
All right.
Let her rip.
So,
Let's get mysterious.
this is a current offensive player in the NFL.
Tom Brady.
When I came to the league in 2006, I know that's a long time ago, the atmosphere was a lot different. We were 1-2. There would be some pissed off guys walking around here calling guys out. Team meetings without the coaches. But today's football, it's a lot different. A lot of guys can't take that. A lot of guys don't want to be called out. They want to fight. They don't want to be traded. That's pretty much where we're going with this game. You can see the rule changes and everything. It's just different.
13 years ago. And he's still current.
Still current. Still doing his thing.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Definitely not a 13-year veteran.
He is a
NFC or AFC?
AFC.
Okay.
Tom Brady.
Let us ask the questions to narrow down. 'Cause
Okay.
Sometimes you'll like give a hint and it makes it too easy.
Tom
Okay.
Brady.
Nope.
Definitely more than 13 years in the league.
Yeah.
2006.
Joe Flacco.
AFC.
Huh?
AFC. you
AFC.
who- Frank Gore.
Nope.
Definitely came to the league before
Offense.
2006.
Really?
Frank?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think he
before.
was 2006.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Offensive AFC, yeah.
Yep.
He said it offensive when he started.
He is on his second team right now.
Second team in 13 years.
Peyton Manning. I don't know.
I do have I have a good hint.
Okay. Let her rip.
Former 49er.
Oh, and he's on his second team.
Vance McDonald.
Nope.
Oh,
Good guess.
Decent guess.
But definitely not 13 years in
no,
the league.
but still a good guess. Let me think.
AFC
Ted Ginn?
South.
Is he gone?
Nope.
AFC South. Oh, I know. He's a tight end.
Yep.
Yeah.
Name?
I was gonna give.
No, you give it. You guess, because I don't give a fuck. Kalik.
No, the fucking. The juice guy. No, the tight end that was with us for the Super Bowl.
Vernon Davis.
No. That's NFC. He's a Redskin. Jesus Christ.
The juice guy?
Who's your guy?
My guy?
Your guy. He's always been your guy.
Oh, Delaney.
Titan. Delaney Walker.
Delaney Walker.
I could picture his face, but I couldn't get the name. Yeah.
With the broken jaw.
Yeah. And I think that
He also had a great quote when they beat who they beat the Browns.
in week 1,
Yeah.
smashed them.
They are who we thought they were.
Yeah.
He pulled that one out.
So when he says that we had guys that we were 1 and 2, talking about the Niners, we were 1 and 2, and we had guys walking around the locker room calling guys out. I definitely am pretty positive he's talking about Frank, because if you've heard numerous stories about Frank Gore as a younger player on a losing team, he couldn't stand it. And he would call guys out for talking about what they're going to do after the game after they just lost. Like, he just couldn't deal with losing.
Good.
So,
I've always liked Delaney Walker.
yeah. And we definitely let the wrong tight end go. We let Delaney Walker go so we could pay Vernon Davis. At the time, it seemed like the right idea.
I don't know. Vernon's still scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, but Delaney has had like some elite years in Tennessee.
For sure.
So what's next? What we got next? That's my only
Look ahead
mystery
to the
quote.
bye week.
Yeah, I mean, we should definitely get to emails.
Oh yeah, we should definitely do this. So at the end of a hard week, it is great to sit down, take some time off, and watch some football.
Game-winning touchdowns on 2-minute drives, running backs racing down the sidelines with no one to stop them. There's nothing else like the NFL, and there's no better way to make the games even more exciting than to bet on them.
So, do the smart thing and go to mybookie.ag. No one gives you more ways to win than they do. MyBookie's got the fastest payouts and better lines than any other sportsbook. See, you can't fucking flush me.
Don't forget, where you're betting is just as important as who you're betting on. And mybookie.ag is the best in the business.
If I was as medicated as you couldn't throw me off either. Jesus.
It's where I play, and where you should too.
All right,
Steve, let me ask you a question. Would you tell us to bet with someone if they weren't the best?
Probably.
If they paid me like $50, yeah, probably. But listen, do the smart thing if you're going to bet this football season. Bet with the mybookie.ag.
See, no. This is why my bookie is not the best in the business. If you're going to bet, no. You are going to bet.
And you're going to do it.
And you're going to bet because of us and because of mybookie.ag.
That's right. You got to tell
That's some fucking confidence here.
Tell the motherfuckers.
If you're going to score a touchdown, then you should do it with Dante Pettis. No, you're going to fucking score a touchdown.
You're the kind of guy that likes to bet a little and win a lot. Try a parlay.
Yeah.
No, don't try a parlay. Do a parlay.
Do it.
That's like,
win a parlay.
That's like thinking if you're going to fuck one chick, you fuck 3.
If you feel like betting.
Listen.
When all your picks come through, you'll multiply your winnings, and no matter how you bet, the NFL season is the best time of the year.
It is.
It really is. Fall is the best season anyway.
Hands down.
For sure.
Promo code GoldBlooded will double your first deposit at MyBookieAG.
So
double it.
If you deposit 50,
you get 100.
If you deposit 100,
200.
Woo! I could even do 50s. Like
what's that promo code?
It would be 300.
Gold-blooded, one word.
That's right. So visit mybookie.ag today. You play.
You win.
You get paid.
All right.
Are we shoe slinging anyone? What's up?
Nah, no shoe sling.
He says that every time.
Yeah, well, we're not.
No, except for week 1. I can't believe you guys forgot the shoe slinger.
Yeah.
No shoe sling this week. We got emails to get to.
We do have a lot of emails to get to.
All right, so tell the people.
Email us, goldbloodedpodcast@gmail.com. You guys have been on fire.
Well, we just got a shoe sling.
On fire.
I mean, an email.
No, that was... No.
Oh, that's your boy.
If you would like to donate to us, you can find us patreon.com/goldblooded podcast. Any donations are appreciated. You could subscribe as little as $1 a month, as much as $1 billion a month. The things we could do with this podcast with $1 billion. You can have a new episode every day. You want to give us $1 billion? We could all quit our jobs and you'll get a brand new fucking episode every day. Hands down.
Even $1 million.
So, moving on, and please, whatever you're listening to us on, stop what you're doing right now.
Yes.
First, go make a bet I say a pet? A bet.
Go pet your cat.
Pet your cat, make a bet, and then leave us a review.
That's right. Leave the reviews. Nice time reviews. All right. The first email is from David Thoman. It says episode 203, question mark? He says, hey, puppy cunts. Only episode 204 is showing up on Apple Podcasts.
I knew you were going to read that.
So, Chris, that might
Chris,
be...
do you have anything
Chris,
to add?
you have a fan mail, Chris. I just wanted...
I'd like to predict what Chris is going to add. It's probably going to be an excuse.
Clerical error. Clerical error.
I just opened it and went, God, I hope he reads that one. I should have known.
Thaman.
All right.
That's definitely his last name.
Are you reading the next one?
Yeah, I am. Because I don't like what's going on here.
A blast from the past.
All
One of
right.
our old friends is back to haunt your nightmares.
So we have an...
But he's not. That's
Yeah.
just the subject, right?
I don't know what it is.
Oh, no, that's the from.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought that was the subject when I saw it the first time.
No. You see what's going on here now?
What? No, but I want to know.
But look who
I
he's...
I know, but...
Right. Okay, so...
Ooh, the plot thickens. I thought it was the subject, and I was like, that's just a...
The
I thought he just
author-
wrote the subject to make you get riled up.
The
This is
author...
getting weird.
The
Yeah.
author of this email is Titus McCain. Roku NFL Game Pass is the title. Hey, Upper Michigan guy. I also use this service. If you go to the settings, you can set it to hide the scores. Hope this helps. And then Titus McCain signs this email as Enrique Sanchez.
Wow. So was he just logged into the wrong account?
No.
I don't know what's going on here.
I think that he's taking on the form of every single person that Joe feels a certain way about.
Who is?
Titus McCain.
I agree. Yeah.
He was him and Titus. They don't mesh. They don't
Wait,
jive.
wait. I'm lost. So
Joe and Titus have never jived.
isn't Titus the one that just straight up called out Joe?
Yes.
And like there was real beef.
Correct.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we like looked up and
So where's
found...
it? What's the Enrique Sanchez thing?
So he knows that I don't like Enrique, so he's just to throw a wrench at my works and to confuse me. He signed it Enrique Sanchez.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm thinking he took on a new name to start the season and accidentally opened the wrong email to send this one.
So he's been Enrique the whole time?
Wow, that might be some shit. But no, because I don't think I don't know. I think he's deliberately fucking with us because
So the email address for Titus McCain?
yes,
Interesting.
is like T McCain or something.
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
and
and we
T.
looked,
Kent.
Yeah, T Kent. And we
No, it's a new one.
Oh.
TK McCain.
And he's got a picture here. What is that? A dog?
No, you know what? No, you're right. You're right. You know why? Because all the Enrique Sanchez emails, he doesn't sign them Enrique Sanchez.
Oh. Titus McCain. We have automatic responses we could give out. So it's not just Matterson anymore. Speaking of Matterson.
No, that's Gmail.
Okay.
But when you pull up the Enrique Sanchez emails, the old ones, he doesn't sign it like that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So you're right. It's
Yeah.
Titus just fucking with you.
Yeah, I agree.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah. No, none of the Enrique emails have Enrique at the bottom.
Right.
We have much bigger fish to fry right now.
Okay, so Matt Matterson says title, I have struck gold.
It literally took every fiber of my restraint to not listen to this audio.
All right. Before we listen,
I gotta read it.
everyone's gonna have to guess.
Okay, well let's read
Oh,
it and see
gold
if there's
is.
any insight. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, GBP crew. A few weeks ago, the crew encouraged their listeners to bring up stuff that happened or said on older gold-blooded podcast episodes. I believe that I have found gold that happened 5 or 6 years ago. This moment ties in with Chris's mistake in episode 204. Oh!
We should have guessed before we read that because none of us would have said that.
Oh. I
can't believe he's calling you out, Chris.
I vaguely
know what he's
remember
calling out.
there being an issue with number labeling many moons
Well,
ago.
no, I said there's been a few.
But how does he know about? You think?
I don't know.
No
No.
idea.
Yeah.
Just
It's not.
hit
It's
play.
not. I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's not in the numbering.
I must have not deleted a sound bit or something.
something. Let's
What can I
go.
say?
Let's go.
I got two things to say to Logan Reinerson. One, I do my best to be sober when coming up, writing a email or making an audio, so I shouldn't take offense to that. None taken. Second one, I would take the remixing my audio projects as a compliment. I'd like to see what another creative mind can do. If you want me to do an audio, just a instrumental part without the sound bits from the Gold-Blooded crew, I can do that too if you want me to. Yeah, like to hear it.
Yeah!
Looking forward to hearing it. While I was waiting for episode 204,
That was an edit.
I dug an older episode of the show from Libsyn. I do that when I make the intros or the audio stuff I've done for the show, so that's where I find it. But I have struck gold with this older episode. This is from episode 20, back during the 2013 run of the playoffs. In the show, Chris did something that was familiar to what he did in episode 204, and this is what happened.
Chris is sleeping. Chris was taking a snoozer. Here I am yelling at this guy for text, and this guy's over here sleeping.
My pH levels were out of balance, and you're not here.
Wearing the Niner hat, too. Voluntarily wearing the Niner hat.
Why didn't we get a picture? We just laughed too hard.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, folks. We're high on heroin, apparently.
You're welcome, Chris. I am out, really.
Wow. First of all, I don't even have access to episode 20. How the fuck did you come up with that, Matterson?
First of all, those aren't the only two times Chris has taken a nap on the podcast, okay?
Those might be the only two times we talked about it, but Jesus. That's
Brunsky.
Yeah. So anytime you hear Brumsky, that's an alarm clock because Chris is fucking passed out. But, Matterson, the sound effects there were fucking phenomenal.
Highlight of the fucking recording for sure.
My guy. Oh my God. Barrett fucking Mueller.
Where do we go from there?
Yeah, should we just end it? Barrett Mueller, I need a bye too. The amount of turnovers is not as concerning as how they happened. Muffed snapped, muffed toss, Richie James running in front of the snap. Easily avoidable shit. But like I said, week 1, I'll take an ugly win over a loss. Jason Verrett can go get fucked with a rusty knife. After all that, though, we're 3-0. Joe is already getting his plane tickets ready for the Super Bowl parade. Go Niners, all the way from Omaha.
Did we know he was from Omaha?
No, I don't think so.
I think he's military, so he's just all over.
No, that's Corey Haymond.
Is it?
Yeah, for sure. Because I follow that creep on Instagram. I don't know, maybe. I could be wrong.
Holy emails. We got to start moving.
Yeah, I'm getting there, guy. Don't yell at me.
Maddie Matterson.
Matterson.
Yeah, let's see how long this audio is.
Quick thoughts on the...
I hope you're not thinking of cutting it short.
Quick. Oh, no. No. Nope. 2 minutes. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, but
Hit the play.
This is probably 1 of 10.
After the Bengals game, I was confident that they were going to beat the Steelers. They did. But, again, they showed up like they did against Tampa Bay in the first half of that game, making mistakes. They got to work on maintaining the ball, making a catch, actually, to be clear, and then protecting the ball. That was the mistakes. But they won with so many turnovers. I'm going to go with Defensive Piece of the Week first. I'm going to give it to DeForest Buckner. Quan Alexander's a good one. But I'm going to give it to Buckner. Offensive Beast of the Week, I'm going to give it to anyone who made a catch. Kittle made a catch. Dante Pettis made a catch. Anyone who made a catch and secured it. Huge Check made some couple of nice passes, catches. So, yeah, anyone can't give it to a running back this week. But still, any offensive player who made a catch. That said, I was going to make a prediction, but it's the bye week. I bet you guys be happy that the bye week is earlier this year. Last 2 seasons, they were in November, and the weather was colder. You're going to be, if you guys going to be doing the Olympics this year, you would be doing it in warmer weather. I like to see more than 4 games played before a bye, but that's my opinion. That said, I'm out, really.
Not without getting to Just Joe.
Okay. Well, he has multiple.
Let me ask everyone in the room a question first. This has nothing to do with Matterson. Let me clarify.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm about to ask you, I'm very explicitly telling you, has nothing to do with Matterson. I think everyone in this room grew up relatively in the same class. None of us were rich. None of us were like homeless, poor. Yeah. We were anywhere from like lower middle class to middle class, probably.
Mm-hmm. Fair. Yeah.
Did you ever, or your parents ever, have a car where the transmission slipped a little?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
And it would like hesitate and like then it would go fast and then it would like slip a little.
Yeah, I know.
Such a weird thing. Like when it's just like.
I completely understand what you mean there.
I don't know. It's just random thought popped into my head.
Yeah.
So we have a lot. We have a lot to get to still, and we got a bye week coming up next week. We're going to be spread for stuff to talk about. So I think that we are going to get to a Just Joe audio, one of many, it looks like. And we are going to save the remainder of the emails that we still have lined up here for next week's episode.
It's fine by me.
And
one of many
Just Joes. There's one Just Joe, two Just Joe, 3 Just Joe.
No,
there's 2.
Mark Duvern and 2 Just Joes.
Yeah, but one of Just Joe's is not for...
Gotcha.
It's all good in the hood. So, the title of this Just Joe is
I know.
O-E-O, ah, chi chang, walla, walla, bing bang. Damn, that's game. Let her rip, Chris.
That's Pettis in for the touchdown. Meow, meow, puppy cunts. Say it, babe.
Puppy cunt!
Not you. Say it, babe.
Not you.
Say it.
Puppy cunt.
I promise them you're going to get a puppy cunt.
Puppy cunt.
No, say it with pride.
Puppy cunt.
Say what? All right, this has been a really sloppy game. It's 20-24, fourth quarter, 1 minute and 15 seconds. Son of a gun. Oh, and sorry about the previous recording. I was driving, and I had the air on, and I was going uphill. All right, I got to pause this. We'll be back. Here we go. Now they're kicking off. Meow Meow's back. Verrett, I don't know about you. Pissed me off. All right, let's go. First and 10.
It's like live
Come on,
feed.
sack. Get him, Bubba! Get him! Oh, so close. Okay, here we go, 2nd and 10. All right, here we go, 2nd and 10.
Can we get a full game with
Come on,
this?
D. Come on. Get him, hit him.
Gotta be on speed.
All right. Third, what is it? 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. We'll be back. So here we are now in the days where we're saying, is Witherspoon back in? When last year we're like, oh, I hope Witherspoon isn't in. But Witherspoon's in. Defense, 3rd and 3. We got to get this, man. Ugly game. Ugly. But come on, let's go, man. Let's bring home this W. The Gold-Blooded Podcast. What the heck? My homeboys, Joe, Steve, Rob, and Silent Chris. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. 3rd and 3. Oh, I'm nervous. Come on. Come on, D. Come on, D. Get him. Too much time. Got him! Yeah! Football Milski! Woo! All right. We're 4th and like 9 or something. No. 4th and 11. They got to go for it. All right. 4th and 12. Come on. Let's bring it home, D. Let's bring it home. 41 seconds. Come on. Get him. Oh, yeah, baby! Mason Rudolph, get the hell out of Levi Stadium. This one's for the W. You got something to say, Marcos? Meow, babe. No, say puppy cunts. Man, I can't let the little one say it. Well, you're not my oldest. How old are you? He's 11. Don't be talking like that. That's not nice. So, we got the W. I mean, son of a gun. It was ugly. But damn, we really need Staley back. And hot dang, Witherspoon, that's a game changer. Because without him, we were like caca. All right, who are we playing next? Oh, we're going to have rest. So, the bye week. Yeah. Richie James just did a backflip in the backfield. We're 3-0, baby. Going to the Super Bowl. We ain't playing. Hello. Peace out. Puppy cunts. Here we go. All day, every day, even on the weekends, on holidays, and Veterans Day.
Veterans Day.
Holy shit. All right, Gold-Blooded Crew.
I got to tell you, when no one else is home at my house, I sound pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Watching the game.
Yeah.
I have definitely yelled, get him, exactly the same as he just did.
I yell fuck, it's fuck for me, and it's at all different levels.
Yeah.
It's either fuck, and I get reprimanded quite often.
I've definitely yelled exactly the same, get him.
Playoff games are another level.
Yeah.
Of intensity. It doesn't matter who's in the house anymore. In regular season, it kind of matters if there's people in the house. Playoffs, nope, don't matter if there's anybody in the house.
But okay. All right, with that said, we'll get to the rest of these emails next time, and then we'll be talking some other bullshit next time. So, everybody, enjoy this week off. Make sure you tell all of your other NFL friends that the reason the 49ers have the bye first is because we're better than them. What the fuck do they know? And fuck their team anyhow. Giddy up. Bye-bye.